All right, all right, all right. How is everyone doing this evening? We're back, another Saturday night. Feels like it was just Saturday, just the other day. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an excellent Saturday. I think I am, even though I spent a lot of it working, but that's okay. So let's go through the chat. Let's see what everybody is up to before I get back to this SD Zeta. So what's up? Rhea Cath, Gunpla Viking, James Clark, Jason Galloway, Legendary Tater, Sniper 22308 used to do a lot of RC racing, but blowing up electronics gets expensive. Definitely, I can imagine, having worked in the electronics field for a while. Say Kyle Dixon, what's up? Happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thank you, Kyle. For anybody who's not aware, this weekend we are celebrating the second anniversary of basically the Mecha Warehouse name. Technically the business existed before then, but it was about 2 years ago, roughly around now, that Mecha Warehouse became Mecha Warehouse, and I guess the rest is history. What's up, Anthony? Lance, George, congrats, Nick, on 2 strong years, thank you. So Patrick, Lawrence Tongue. Hey all, hope everyone's having a good weekend. I know I am. Lawrence, how about you? Hope you're having a good weekend too. A lot of RC tips here in the chat. What's up, Model Rocketeer? Happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse, thank you. Eamon Games. Thank you. Happy Mecha Warehouse birthday. Nice. Bone Daddy, KW, I'm working on the MG Barber Toast. Nice. Eric Young, yo, what's up? I'm busy. Missed the last 2. How's everyone doing? Well, Eric. Hope you're doing good too. What's up, Sean Donovan? Congrats on the 2nd year, man. Thank you. Chris C. Howdy. Xena Zin. Sup? What's going on? Kid Robot Builder. Even everyone, happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thank you. Need a Mecha Warehouse birthday cake. Hint, hint. I don't think there's going to be one, unless my wife is really, really good at being sneaky. More so than I think she is. Guillermo. Woot, happy Mecha birthday, thank you. Lord Kintendo. Make an LCD sign for my wedding this coming Saturday. Oh, cool. And congrats on the upcoming nuptials. Woodfield. Urfig32. Happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse, thank you. What's up, Scott? Patrick Easton Delpy, hollow water slides hit the new Verka tonight. Nice. I started working on the hollow water slides for my RG Unicorn full armor last night, actually. And you stuff SDs into a rocket launcher to launch them instead. That sounds pretty cool, Henchex. Making SD Zeta one a couple of weeks ago with my daughter. Nice. G-Ming, finishing up my HGCE Destiny Gundam. Once I pose it all up, I'll start my HGCE Strike Freedom Gundam. Nice. Happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thank you, Jose. Michael, happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thank you. All right, I guess I will get into this. Before I do, couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy the stream, you're here, you're liking things, hit that like button. It does help show this to more people, which in turn kind of helps me. And I guess the community at large, really, if I want to try to sell this to you people. And the other is Live 10 is active tonight, as it always is on Saturday night during the stream. But 2 year 15 is good for 15% off kits, paints, and a few other things too at mechawarehouse.com as part of that celebration of our 2nd birthday. I know our stock is fairly depleted, but there are some good kits available, and I mean, who doesn't need more paint? So if you're looking for any of that stuff, now's a great time to grab it and use that code. Excuse me, and save 15%. Who's going to complain about that? What's up, Lance? Just ordered the G40. I think it'll be a nice change of pace. The RG0 took the steam out of me. G40 seem like the mechanics seem cool. I don't really like the design myself, but it probably will be a switch from the RG. Sean Klingle, happy 2nd birthday at Mecha Warehouse. Nick, I'll be building as well. Nice, Sean. What are you building tonight, Sean? Eric, can anyone recommend a good airbrush paint? Just bought an airbrush looking for paints. Eric, my recommendation is Vallejo Mecha Color. That's the only paint I've used, but I enjoy it. I like it. And it's fairly non-toxic compared to a lot of the other options out there. Eamon Gaines. Mark, let's see. Hold on. Philip, hello Nick, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, Philip. Thank you for asking. Mark D, happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse, and hello Nick. What's up, Mark D? Thank you. Eamon Gaines. What you gonna build today, Nick? I'm working on the SD Zeta that I started last week. I'm hoping to get the rest of the snaps tonight, get it prepped for paint, so maybe I'll be able to paint it tomorrow. Model Rocketeer nailed the excess Gunpla. Happy second birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thank you. Sniper want to hold out for good MG stuff. For the good MG stuff. Good Guillermo got my display order. The nippers and standing sponges are amazing. Now I just need USPS to find my coin. Oh man, hope they find it. Model Rocketeer, just close the chat, hit the like, and come back to top chat. Oh, I see. He's junking when I work on my finishing my MG turn A and then picking the next hit random. When we were on the Zoom last night, the Mecha Warehouse community build night or whatever, last night, someone had suggested pulling a random decal sheet from your pile as a way to figure out what to build next, which actually seems like not a horrible idea. Assuming you've got decal sheets for enough kits to make it reasonable. 53, 54. Yeah, my day was pretty good. Ended up heading over to the warehouse to stay caught up on orders because of the sale this weekend. Didn't want to come in to a too big of a mountain on Monday. I think we were successful in keeping that under control for now. G-Man, I used the 2-year 15 code yesterday to get Spherical Striker Claris type, Figure Ice Amplified Imperial Drum, and Hara Plus, and Goku Suketsu and Haro, and a handful of Aqueous Paint. Nice. Should down less than 2 hours. Very happy to continue excellent service. You are welcome. Recon Fox. Is the stream quality funky or is it just me? Everything, the metrics over here look good, but I'd be curious to hear. Start that 144 silver bullet suppressor. Think about a full customization of this one now that I'm more comfortable with the builds. Thanks for recommendations of the Mecha Paint Snake. No problem. Make sure you get the thinning ratios right, but other than that, they're pretty good. Usually pick a number at random after look at how many I have left. The number generator asks someone for a random number. So I got about 9 sets of slides for Backlog. Sounds like a great way to decide which one to do next. Sorry to bring this up again, but I can't recall. Did you say you're working on getting Pokemon kits? I think I am. I actually was asking in the Discord this afternoon about different lines, and I think Pokemon was fairly well responded to, so I will likely be trying to get some Pokemon on this next big order that I place. Thanks Joey. Matt Morris paid for the invoice. It'd be fun to build something that's not a gun with the new display nippers. It's always fun trying something kind of new, out of the ordinary. Was there a timeline for them or nothing yet? So the order I'm about to place, I think, is for July, August, and September delivery. So they'd probably be somewhere in that range. I might be able to grab some early if there's stuff in stock. That's when the next production run stuff will come through. So how does everyone top coat their kits before panel line and water slides? I do. Well, it depends. If I'm going bare plastic, I will panel line, then top coat. But if I'm painting, I will top coat after paint and before panel lines. And I just use more of that same, the Vallejo Mecha is all I use for that kind of stuff right now. Let's see. Discord community is awesome. I love you Love all y'all. Thanks, AIM. The new Greninja Pokeplug kit looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can get that one. Especially my Goku. Those DBZ figure out kits are awesome. Nice, Sean. Manu. Hey, Nick. Just a quick question. I bought a HG Mark II Titans yesterday for my best friend. It's his birthday on Friday. Would you mind if I shared a Discord link with him? It's his first. Yeah, sure. Sure, man. I think that'd be fine. Corey Johnson, everyone. Hey, Nick. I just ordered some splash paint from you. Are they pretty good? I've heard good things about Splash. I don't use it myself because I don't feel like my ventilation is good enough here. But I've heard good things. They're just more toxic. The main thing that draws me to Vallejo is the fact that they've got, you know, no warning labels basically. I don't recommend it, but I think you could drink it and not die, which I don't think you could say about some of the other paints, or at least you'd get really sick. You might get sick with Vallejo too, I don't know. So just please don't drink it. Don't take that the wrong way, but there's way less warnings on it. You're not gonna die if you accidentally inhale a little bit of it. Not great for you probably, but a lot safer. Nice, sounds like you have a lot of big stuff coming for your second year. Well, technically we're going into our third year if we've completed 2 now. Sean Donovan, the Toy Story Buzz and Woody. Was opposite, not done with Woody yet. I plan on trying to get those, I think. So Cody, how's it going? Would you let me know if I could use Vallejo Airbrush Thinner for thinning paints for brushing? I would imagine you could. I think it's the same thinner. As long as you're using it for the same type paint. Yeah, like Mango says. Is one with the top coat, do you take the parts apart or just keep them in major sections? I do major sections. I think some people will go way further apart. In theory, you'd want to get inside some of the joints perhaps to protect them when they move. But top coat also adds some thickness and increases the likelihood that something does rub or whatever. So I typically just go in sections that are small enough to get on the clips. But I don't think you can go wrong either way. It's certainly easier to do it in larger sections. Corey, LOL, I love drinking paint. Some of them look really tasty, but I don't think it's a great idea to drink any of them. But if someone held a gun to my head and said you have to pick one paint that you carry in stock to drink, it would be Vallejo that I would drink with a gun to my head. So that's why I use that one. Mostly in case someone ever breaks into my house, holds a gun to my head, and forces me to drink paint. Always prepared. Where this other... There we go. New way to settle ties, drink paint, and if you survive, you win. I think that will take too long to find out, Gojira. I don't think it'd be quick. Josh used to work at a paint store, cannot recommend drinking any paint. Yeah, I can't either. So please, nobody take me up on that. Are you getting more splash paint in stock, or you are out of the light gray surfacer? I have a shipment of splash, I think, shipping out soon, if it hasn't already. So we should be seeing that soon, hopefully. Back out again, behind the hobby shop. Anthony, splash paint is okay. I use the surfacer a lot, and I have a few colors I use on a regular, like the Xeon Gray, but you need good ventilation. I recommend an exhaust fan and a filtered mask. Yeah, I definitely would go all out on the mask if you're using splash. With kids in the house, I don't feel comfortable with it. For me, and my ventilation here, but it's everybody's own situation, and a lot of those lacquers are a stronger final coat too, so there's trade-offs. If I didn't have the restrictions, I would definitely play with them. Or if I were to get a better booth or something set up.
This cooking show with paint? Edible? What?
I just saw that comment. Are you like ahead of me on comments here?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. I'm apparently way behind on comments. Her aqueous paints are less toxic and more user-friendly, so I've been checking those out. I think that's true. The aqueous line for Mr. Color is supposed to be a better, safer version than the other Mr. Color. Can't wait for Nick's cooking show where he shows us his recipes made with paint. So I don't have any recipes made with paint, but my wife apparently read that comment and got up here before I got to it, and brought this cookie that she's been working on. I don't know how many hours have gone into this cookie, but this is probably the most amazing cookie that has ever been made. Some interesting discussions here. Aqueous paints are acrylic, so make sure you get the correct thinner for them. As far as lacquer paints, prefer Mr. Color or Gaia. Aqueous paints don't have a strong smell. Finally was able to attend one of these streams. Been trying for months, but senior year of college has made it so hard. Welcome, Nathaniel. Glad you made it. I know how that goes. I remember being really busy in college. Mrs. Mecha Warehouse working on a kid tonight. No, but she came in with this. Your paints also don't smell really bad. You peeps ever buy miniatures to display with your Flamo? I don't. Is this cookie what she needed the cutting mat for? I think so. She was cutting out a picture of the cookie, or of the head to create like stencils or something, so she could draw it out. All these comments are great. She's probably reading these, I think, since she read the comment in the first place to come up here. Creating ventilation seemed too overwhelming. I'm a year and 12 kids in a building. Maybe next year. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off the screen. I am definitely not gonna eat this right now because I'm not sure if she wants me to yet. I don't know if she's taking all her pictures and stuff. But yeah, like next level. She's actually talking about, apparently in the cooking world, they have some techniques for like coating cookies in resins to save them or something, so. That a real cookie? It is. It's a sugar cookie that she used some sort of edible food coloring based paint or ink or something on, I think, to draw that. Which is pretty incredible, right? James Fleck, I see you sitting around and building models and not packing my orders. What's up, Nick? What's up, James? I went in today. I packed a bunch of orders. Mrs. Mecha Warehouse came in and helped me too. We packed a good number of orders. We're relatively up to date. You probably didn't see notifications yet, but you'll see them Monday. We were almost caught up by the time we left. I think we're into Saturday orders now. Sorry I'm late. Happy anniversary. Thanks, Spud. Awesome. Did the skids come in? They haven't yet. They're due Monday, so they got held up in Pennsylvania, I think, for at least a day longer, and they like lost the tracking number. The tracking number wasn't valid. They had to like go look in the back end of their system to find it. But I finally got the call on Friday to confirm a Monday delivery, so should get it Monday, and then I get to absolutely scramble. Why is this? Oh, I must have bumped that. I was wondering why everything was. I had to be so far forward. So we should get them on. Should get them on Monday, and then I get to scramble all week to try to get them checked in and ready for Friday. I make a diorama with one of those cookies in the resin. This is Nozaku. How's it going, Nick? What do you work on tonight? This is the SD Zeta number 198, I think. said maybe 2 orders since Thursday for you to get to Monday. Nice. So you placed the order since Thursday? Maybe, maybe not. Waiting on Mrs. Mecha to make a fully articulated Gundam cookie. That would be pretty cool. I wish I could say challenge accepted for her, but I don't think I can, but that would be great. My friends got the MG S3 Blue Frame D and MG S3 Turn Red from Mecha Warehouse on my recommendation, doing my part to spread the good word. Thanks, G-Ming. Appreciate it. What's up, Nike? Congrats again on 2-year anniversary. Thanks. Thanks a lot. It's kind of hard to believe in some ways. It's all the last 2 years feel like they've flown by. And especially the last year or so, things have changed quite a bit. I feel like some of these I'm going to be taking back apart to potentially remove seams. You made the SDCS version. How does it compare to this BB Senshi version? I have not made the SDCS of this one. Can't wait to get my hands on new HG Nightingale and RG New. High New. Yeah, those would be cool kits. Y'all should have someone make Mecha Man shaped gummies and sell or give one pouch after every order. That'd be pretty cool. I was looking. I found a place that will make custom plushies. I thought making a plushie would be pretty cool too. But I think I'd have to order a lot of them for it to make sense. I'm not sure would have enough orders. I got my Mr. Color order from you guys. Use my birthday 50% off, and I'm feeling pretty good about the color choices next week. Okay, awesome. James Plan Shop, dude, Nick, yeah, do Mecha Band gummies. I wonder who makes that. Everyone here would get one, I'm sure. I think the numbers, though, I think I'd have to make like 500 of them or something. I think that was their minimum order, which I'm sure I'd probably sell eventually, but I would need like everybody in the stream to buy 5. And I would probably need to sell like 400 of them before I made any money on the deal, I would think. I'm not sure. I didn't ask for pricing, but well, there's a chibi version that we have drawn, or we could even do like just the head or something. Would be kind of cool. Still need to find time to finally use those paints I got from you on my cross though. Time is the hardest. HG for Pin Gundam wins the draw for next build. Nice. Let's see. Manny R, happy 2-year anniversary. Thanks, Manny. First COVID vaccine dose on Friday morning. Afterwards, I went right to work. This morning, the injection spot started to gradually hurt more and more. Really hurts to move my shoulder up. Ouch. You ever think the store would take off like it has? I was hoping it would at some point. I didn't think it would go so fast, so soon. Like we just kind of got our lucky break and things blew up overnight. And then we've started growing gradually from that spot that we blew up to. But I figured it would take longer to hit that point, but serendipity and some good decisions at the right time led to some really good luck, and I have a feeling things are about to kind of take off again a little bit now that inventory's back in, because our numbers have been really good compared to what they were a while back. and we're like out of stock on everything. So I think if we had everything, a lot more stuff in stock, we would probably be seeing a lot more orders. The challenge coin is classic and legit. That's a totem and talisman. It is very cool. Let's see, cross the finger though, Mecha Warehouse lost decades. I think it will. I think we can keep this growth up. Sounds like people get a wide range of reactions. My shoulder was a bit sore for a day, and I was bad at which one I got Moderna. Happy 2 years. Thanks, Jared. Code helped Mecha Warehouse, I think. Already definitely did. It was a combination of COVID and the ad that we ran at just that right time. I think the ad is what let everyone know about us, and COVID's what had everybody in a mood and need to find something to do with their time. And so it just worked out really well. In retrospect, I wish I had done more to take advantage of the moment. I don't think I realized what I had, but it was definitely a beneficial moment for Mecha Warehouse. Probably end up blowing a paycheck on SBY 21.99 if you end up stocking in there. That's I think that's going to be in the cards. Looks like a lot of people are interested in that stuff, so I think I'm going to add that kind of stuff to my order list for next time. How hard was it to get inventory at the time you put out the ad? So we had a lot of stuff in stock at the time. We were fairly well stocked, but the right around that time, the lockdown started happening, and Bluefin like shut down for a month or two. They just weren't shipping anything, so I basically couldn't get anything for a while there. That actually led me to finding some of my other suppliers, because I literally couldn't get anything because they were just shut down. And when they did open back up, I had placed a massive order, which is kind of what got them actually talking to me seriously, because they realized I wasn't messing around after I placed that massive order, which was good, because I was kind of a small potato, small fry, whatever you want to call it. They didn't care all that much about me at the time. It was all web ordering, and then they realized I needed a real account exec after that order. Building the HG twin ball set band, I really did include 2 of each runner straight up. Sounds about right. Got my, let's see, Yamato for the win. Searchlight Few a little late, but made it. Was afraid I was going to miss a stream this week too. Glad you made it, Searchlight. Already I knew once Godhand wanted to work with you that you must be doing something right. Yeah, that was good. I was trying to get them for a while, and their Japan corporate didn't want to talk to me, but I think they set up a US office, which made that a lot easier. Hey Nick, do you know when you'll get MG Justice or Infant Justice MG in stock? I'm not sure. I don't think we have those on order. Surprised your distributors didn't know how serious you were about running a business. I mean, they were, but I think there was stuff I didn't know. I think I could have told them how much I had planned to order, but I wasn't doing anywhere near as much business before COVID started. I mean, it was like a 10x in the course of like 2 months, I think. Like XP Loyal says, a lot of people say they're serious and go bust in a few months. What's up, my fellow plastic crack addicts? Heads up, GM Pla. Sean Klengel, what music are you listening to? Definitely liking it. This song is Growl Atop the Trigger by Zircon. This channel, though, it's we're listening to Pretzel Rocks. It's I think the Epic channel, or something. It's basically a streamer music service. Chance you're gonna get the 144th white base catapult deck in. I don't have any on order. I need to look and see if I can order them. I think I might be able to with one of my suppliers, but I have to check. It's like a Mega House thing, isn't it? Also enjoy watching the process, but I just got my first order from you a few weeks ago, or got my first order from you a few weeks ago, and it was great. Keep the good work. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for your order. Not knocking Nick, you just know how it is. Absolutely. And I wasn't placing large orders at the time, and they had a funny thing where if you were under a certain amount, they wanted you to place your orders on the website, but they don't list everything on the website, so I couldn't buy the stuff I wanted to. So it was like a chicken and egg thing just because of, I think, miscommunication. So it all worked out in the end. There's a lot of stuff you learn going into this, and I have no retail background at all going into this. No e-commerce background. Like I think most of you guys know, I was an engineer. I know engineering stuff. I know how that world works, but I didn't know anything about wholesaling and retail and how those things work. I had to kind of figure it out as I went. And thankfully it's relatively simple compared to making rangefinders and other high-tech things work. So just requires some perseverance and research. Shades got hooked to plastic crack during quarantine. I regret nothing. My friend hooked me up with a plastic dope back in 2017. Yes, Mega House. Yeah, I'll look. I think Bluefin's carrying that stuff now. Happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thank you, Kevin. I think my wife regrets it, but I don't. Pretzel Rock plays some of these songs every week. Yeah, there's a fairly limited selection. I definitely catch the same songs most of the time, every stream or two, but I'll need to mix it up at some point. I still think it's wild that Nick went from engineer for weaponry to I sell toys to geeks. Yeah, it's pretty interesting turn of events, I think. Bit of a shift. But I'm really glad I made it. Definitely happy I'm doing this. So much happier. I think she's afraid I'm just going to stop and then have all this stuff. Also, every time a tricky thing to get into, finding reliable wholesale companies that are going to work with you long term is important. I'm glad I got involved in the Discord, the community, made some awesome friends. It's been a blast, Nick. Thank you. Thank you, Cody. Thank you for being part of it. It's okay to take a break. I've taken multiple, even wrote an article about it. RDD Nick is basically Iron Man. Not quite. That'd be cool, though. Alright, so I need 49 and 50 and 11 and 5. Well, actually, we're at a good point here. I should do the first draw. Wow, we're up to 110 viewers. Absolutely crazy. So we are going to do this first draw. I have 5 prizes tonight. I have an HG Titans, thanks to GAM. This is the same one I had last week, and I'll explain that in a moment. HG Seltsum and an SD SS Dion Way Master that I think was a ding and dent, actually, both donated by Gunpla Viking. A signed poster and the HG Zaku 2, the newer one. I think it's a Revive or something, 234. That I think is a decent kit. So before I call out numbers or any of that kind of thing, I do want to put a disclaimer that I should probably have been doing all along. The giveaways are open. We're going to start saying they're open to U.S. residents only. If you are not a resident, that's fine if you still want to enter, but I'm only going to ship it within the U.S. We had 2 winners last week that weren't in the U.S., and I gave them the option to ship to them. The duties and fees and brokerage fees from like UPS and stuff like that are can be exorbitant. I can't speak tonight. They can be a lot, and the you don't necessarily know what they are until they try to deliver it to you, because you end up paying them on the receiving end if you're in Canada, for example. And so with all that in mind, it often doesn't make sense, because you could pay as much or more than the kit cost in the first place. So in one of these cases, the individual had it shipped to a friend in the U.S., which is totally fine. So if you're not a U.S. resident, feel free to enter. But I'm only going to ship in the U.S. just to be fair going forward. So I don't know, have some option in mind for that if you happen to win. So anyway, we got 113 now. I've got 5 prizes. Let's see, what's our range? Let's pick a number between 1 and 600 for this first draw. So number between 1 and 600, one number per person. Please do not delete and change your number. You'll automatically be disqualified if you do. If more than one person picks the same number, we can deconflict it with a simple coin toss. There the numbers go. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff. I need a printout I can put on the screen for all these rules. Getting complicated. I see some comments, so I'll just mirror them. People are telling everyone to hit that like button. So if you haven't yet and you're enjoying yourself, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. It would help me out. And remember that live 10 code and tier 15 is active. The tier 15 is active all weekend long. You can save money on kits and paint. There are definitely some good kits available still, although stock is kind of limited. We are fairly depleted. And I'll draw a number in a few minutes here. Looks like I might have knocked out a runner with this one. Have your account as a blessing and a curse. Matt Morris, you can't use 2 coupon codes at once, right? Correct. You got to pick one. So if you want stuff that's, I recommend checking both codes. You might save money going one over the other, depending on what you order. If you buy a lot of decals and stuff, because we just got that stuff restocked, you might save more money going with the Live 10 code tonight. Or if you're grabbing a bunch of kits or an expensive kit, it could go the other way. Really depends. I'm ready to do this draw here in a moment. Have your account is a blessing and a curse. But I think in a lot of ways it draws more prizes too. I've had a lot of people donating prizes as of late as the group gets larger, so I think it kind of scales out in the end. I'm glad your state doesn't charge sales tax, Nick. Same here. Same here, absolutely. I want some Zoids. I'm looking for Zoids. Live for your die, exactly, Corey. All right, I'm gonna throw time. Where am I going? Wrong window. Time is in the chat here. So I'm gonna draw 5 numbers. First one is for the HG Mark II Titans version as number 570. I live in Washington. It charges sales tax for you. I don't collect sales tax for any state. Technically, some states want you to. New Hampshire does not require me to, and I don't believe I am required to. Your mask mandate was lifted. Lucky. A lot of people are still wearing masks, though. I still wear masks out and about. It's kind of smart still. Our numbers are finally coming down though. Okay, so that was for the HG Mark II Titans. HG Seltsum. 176 for the Seltsum. 288 for the SD Dion Way Master Gundam. 135 for the signed poster. And 407 for the HG Zaku 2. Shopify does weird things with sales tax sometimes. It doesn't, we definitely don't charge it. I know it's a setting. I've looked this up too. Technically, if another state wanted to, there's some law they passed here a few years back that if another state wants me to pay them sales tax, they have to notify the state of New Hampshire some like 30, 60, 90 days beforehand or something. And I think the state law here requires them to compensate me for my costs to collect the sales tax or something like that. So I don't know what the precedent is, if they've gone after anybody yet, but the state law here and my understanding of federal law is they shouldn't be allowed to charge me sales tax. So we'll just go with that and see what happens. Does close number count? No, it's got to be exactly on. Last number was 407. Let's see, Nick, you may have said it before, but what was your favorite mobile suit? Oh God. Probably go with GM. Maybe. Which one? Maybe the GM Colony type or something. I feel like it changes every 5 minutes though. There's so many cool ones. If you live in a state that charges sales tax and you buy items that you don't pay it, you're supposed to account for it in your tax return. There you go. So you can always pay your own sales tax. I think the rule is that you have to charge sales tax even office or storefront in the state. I believe so. That's how it is, I think, worded federally right now. Some states, it's a nexus is what they call it. And the general principle was that a nexus involved having a physical location in that state. Some states have decided to try to define nexus as doing business in that state, which I don't believe is accurate. And I think a lot of lawyers have argued that that's not true. So we'll worry about it if it ever comes to that, but I don't think it will. I don't think I do enough business to worry about them wasting their time. A lot of them, you got to do a serious business in a state before they talk to you. And even then, the state of New Hampshire, I think, will back me up because they want to protect our interests here. So you can pay your own sales tax. No thanks. Connecticut takes enough of my money in taxes. Yeah, well, I tried. Just tell Connecticut that if they ask. It's really like not feasible for a business my size to be collecting sales tax for 40 different states, especially when you might only be I might collect sales tax for a state and only have to pay them like $2 or something. It just doesn't make sense. The cost of doing that doesn't make sense. So I don't think they would go after me in New Hampshire to protect me, presumably. And I'm willing to take that risk. For now, at least. Just don't tell your tax preparer. Oh, my tax preparer knows that I'm in online retail. He doesn't seem to think it's a big deal. So. I'm sure he would be telling me if it was something I had to worry about. So if we need to cross that bridge, we will when we get there. I think this man requires me to put my internet purchases on my taxes at the end of the year on purchases that didn't charge sales tax. I think there's a threshold for that, but I'm certain I exceed that just for Mecha Warehouse this past year. CT is brutal in tax. Some of my coworkers who moved here from New Hampshire were shocked by the amount of tax we pay on our homes, paychecks, cars, goods and services. Everything is taxed here. Yeah, it's painful. We don't have an income tax here either. which is pretty cool. But there is a business tax, so I still managed to find a way to pay essentially an income tax because my business is here. But compared to everything else, it's a pretty good deal. If you ever shop the USA Gundam store, you'll notice they'll charge you for every tax under the sun. It's even itemized. Well, at least it's itemized. You know what you're paying, I guess. I'll tell them about the property taxes. Property taxes aren't that bad in New Hampshire. They're higher by rate, but property values aren't as high as some places. Like, I'm pretty sure I've got more house and more property than my parents do, but we probably pay similar property tax to them in Massachusetts. So Harris's jobs is there, so I might look at it going to New Hampshire. Always good money in defense contracting. Which Harris? Because Harris bought the company I used to work for, I think. I don't know how many offices Harris has up here in New Hampshire now. Yeah, I mean, which version? Because Harris has a lot of different divisions, I believe. Harris bought or merged or did something with L3, and L3 bought the company that I worked for when I moved up to New Hampshire, which was Insight Technology. And I don't know what they did after I left. One that specialized in SIGINT and the like. They're Manchester, I think. Okay. I don't know which one that is. But I think there have been a bunch of moves recently up this way. I used to work at Insight, which was bought by L3 and then part of Harris now, I think, and doing rangefinders and thermal imaging and all that kind of cool stuff. Doing SC, which is a trade-off. It's pretty tax-averse, but also our roads look like Russian viral video roads. Just swerving like a war zone to avoid those potholes. It's definitely trade-offs. Definitely trade-offs. Anyway. So, question for everybody. I'm definitely planning on painting this kit. I'm trying to decide if I should paint it in the standard colors or if I should go with a different color scheme. I was thinking if I did a different color scheme that the, what is it, the Zeta Plus, I think, the orange and white test color scheme might be a cool kind of color scheme. I feel like I want to master, or at least attempt, painting white, because I've had bad experiences painting white for some reason, so I gotta figure out how to do that. Go custom and high gloss pink. Do a Mecha colors for the birthday. The Armor custom scheme with the white and pink. Orange and white sounds rad. Ooh, Armor Zeta Plus, that would be slick. Painted like the logo guy. Painting white sucks. Yeah, I hate white. Like I think what I have to do is prime with a different color. Like I might use, if I do white, I'll probably prime like the sand primer that the Vallejo Mecha line has. So I've got a little bit of contrast when I put the white down on there. Like I found using white primer really helped. I just use Krylon cans. The problem I have is when I paint on white, I like overspray a lot because I can't tell that the paint's gone on there. Zeta test colors is phenomenal. Sounded seconded on the painting white though. I just can't seem to do it. I got some mini stormtroopers I've flubbed and stripped twice now. Go blue, black, and gold. Rather paint white than gold. Acrylic ink. I think white's definitely the worst for painting that I've done so far, or attempted so far. I'll call it attempted because it wasn't very good. Alright, so I've got this. This will go in here. That must be for the transformation. Interesting. Oh, and I gotta check to see if we had any winners. Almost forgot about that. Oh, here we go. So did we determine if there were any winners for these draws here? Got all busy talking about stuff. Did we have any winners? It was 570, 176, 288, 135, and 407. I didn't see anybody post that they won something, but or that they noticed anyone winning something, but we should probably check. Okay, I need 26 and 25. So I get laziness, went with metallics. They're so easy to make look good. Back in my warmer days, I used a gray primer when painting white to help know how much white I was putting down. Yeah, it's basically, I definitely need something with a little bit of contrast. Problem I have is that the gray primer that's in the Vallejo Mecha line is really light, so I end up having to drop a little bit of black in there to kind of mix it up and make it a little bit darker of a gray, which might work too. I have to contemplate it. No winners. Oh, what do you mean? Everybody's a winner. But okay, well, we'll draw for these prizes again in a little bit then. Probably fairly soon, actually, because we've been chatting for a while. Yeah, gray primer definitely helps, especially like an off or light gray with a pure white. It ended up looking like in the look of the white primer, though, to use it straight up if I'm not using an off-white. Which paint XP Loyalist? Which line? I'll take one for the team and take the win. So generous of you, Prime. Ow. Rust-Oleum cans you get at Walmart, just have to sand it down with 1000 grit if it gets too rough, as it applies really thick. Oh, interesting. David Smith, how's that shelf space looking for the big restock? Oh, we've got tons of space. Emptied out a few more spaces today, packing orders actually. So we'll see. It'd be interesting if we fill it up or not with this order. I kind of think we'll have leftover space on the shelves after this stuff. So what's up, Nick? I've missed a few weeks. What's up, Willis? Welcome back. XP Loyal's great for white though, as you have to apply 5 billion coats of white for anything anyway. That's true too. Alex, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has a desk light for when they build. It really helped me to see imperfections. Good light is key. Absolutely need a good light. Unless you like paint by an open window during the day or something that's well lit. But lighting is key. Especially if you're sanding or doing detail work or any of that kind of stuff. But I think in general it's a good practice. Jay Punisher, find your video editor yet? No, I have not. I've got a few decent candidates, I think, based on resumes I've seen come in. But I haven't talked to anybody yet. I've been really kind of slammed this week. Pretty busy. And this coming week's going to be really busy since the shipment got delayed coming in. So I'll hopefully maybe start interviewing people first week of May, I think, for that. And maybe for the Mecha Minion position too. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so we've got the arm here. Goes into this piece. We got like this wing thing here on the back. And then we do the same thing for the other side. Plug that one in there. All right. Nick, do you have a favorite Gundam series, or are you someone like me who got in the hobby without watching any of the shows? Two. So I'm Gundam Wing. I think is my favorite because it's what got me into Gundam and just the nostalgia factor. But 8th MS Team I really like just because of the like realism and grittiness and stuff. Nathaniel, you need marketing people? Not yet. I mean, I'd love to hire someone for marketing stuff, but I need the video support first, I think, because I think the amount of like marketing decision stuff, I'm just so involved with that right now. I don't have enough of it to offload onto somebody, I don't think. All right, so I need 20 and 29. This is getting really close to being done. Sean Riley, well, I got you Gunpla fans here. How is the MG Strike for RM, the new Bandai? P Bandai MG, is that with the new Strike Pack? Haven't got an MG Strike of my own, so I'm considering. Good question. Daniel, this guy is grading with the BBA with a focus in marketing about 2 weeks. Cool, congrats. And Jex, it's nice to see some assembly, not just sanding. Very true. What else? What are you building? I'm working on the SD Zeta Gundam. So I think I'm really close to assembly, and then it's like guns and accessories and stuff. And then I think I'm going to look at paint prep. I think there might be some seam lines I gotta do, and otherwise disassemble and get ready for paint. Cody, the Strike RM is a solid kit. Awesome. Patrick, when is the Z Gundam expected to come? Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. When is that due? I want to say probably May or June, maybe? But maybe it's sooner than that. Does anyone remember? You paint your SDs, good man. Oh, I might as well. Good chance to practice the stuff that's sometimes a pain in the ass to do on a large kit. It's like I figure practicing painting white on something like this might be a good one, because if I gotta strip it, then I'll strip it. It won't be like I gotta strip 500 parts. released yesterday. Oh, so they'll be coming soon then. A lot of stuff seems to be like held up in the docks, I think. Out in the stream, and I just realized I have no clue what Nick is building. Throw this up here. This is the kit I'm working on right now. So it's good practice to assemble first and take it apart to paint. That's what a lot of people do, Mark, because then you know what stuff shows up where and what things need stuff. And this one looks like it will need a lot of like seam lines and stuff cleaned up. So we have a bunch of stuff to work on it here. All right, so let's do the second draw for the night. We're still at about 110. Still got 5 prizes, but we're a quarter of the way through the stream, or halfway really. So let's throw a number this time between 1 and 450. Let's see. It helps big advantage gun flow over glue together to kits. What was the different kit? That was the GPO one. No, GPO one is done for now at least. We'll see where we get with things. I might go so far as to clean some of these parts for paint, but based on the number of kits that have seam lines, I think I might have to just focus on that once everything else is done. Too afraid of possible breaking it. It can happen, but I've had pretty good luck. Usually I will snip pegs and stuff if I'm worried about it. I probably should have for this kit, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so this will go in back here. Our feet basically go right up into the hips. That's kind of funny. I guess I should have expected that. It's an SD. Oh, that's supposed to be red, I assume. Okay, I definitely need some color correcting on this. This one will go here. Pop the head on the top. Got the arms. This thing goes on the back, it looks like. And this goes over here. There we go. It'd be fun. I think I'll mask out the eyes and somehow paint those, hopefully. And I think the heels here need to get painted. A couple spots back here that'll have to get masked and painted when it comes down to that. And the hands, a lot of masking and painting on the hands. You make gun and putty with your nubs and sprue? I do not. I probably should try it at some point. Get the new gin soon. We should have the gin in soon, whenever those come out. So it's almost built, almost time to stuff it in a rocket launcher. Like a t-shirt can, and just wrap it in a rag and just launch it. But we give the eyes SD pupils? Probably not. I'm not usually into that. PG was the best 3M sanding sponge advertisement I've ever seen. Alright, random number time. I'm going to throw time up in the chat. Looks like everybody took advantage of those codes earlier in the week. There's not a whole lot of activity on the or earlier in the weekend. Okay. Through time in the chat. Okay, first number is 76. For the HG Mark II Titans. We got number 30 for the HG Seltsum. 197 for the SD Dion Way Master Gundam. 284 for the signed poster, and 408 for the HG Zaku 2. Is it just me or did the chat completely stop? Thanks, G-Bang, for the putting the numbers up there. Are those accurate? Yep. Yep. And yep. It stopped. Oh yeah. Busy building. Do we have any winners off that batch? Anything that's not one, of course, we will draw for again. A little bit. There's a bit of Tetris I hear in the back. I think so. A lot of these, a lot of the songs on this channel are based on video game soundtracks, I think. Or The Last Result Type C, MG. Like a day ago, I smashed a discount code in the window. I'm finally taking water slides. That's why I'm not chatting much. No problem. Did some water slides last night for the first time in what felt like forever. What's up, Skids? Water slides hate dry rub. Yeah, I'm definitely a water slide fan. Over the alternatives, hate stickers. I haven't done any dry transfers, but I don't think I would like them based on what I've heard. I was intimidated by water slides before I had done them for the first time. Now I actually prefer them to dry rub. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the dry transfers. So I had a question in terms of the stream and what I do on the stream going forward. I was thinking about lately. So I've been trying to kind of keep each stream like to a particular build or project for the most part. And I'm wondering if I should loosen up that kind of stance I've had. Because it would be kind of nice to be able to bounce around a little bit and work on some different things. I've got tons of water slides to do on a few kits. I would like to try to carry this one forward week to week as I go through the painting process, and I'll probably bring it back here to work on some masking and other stuff in between various stages of the painting. But I was curious what people thought, if the continuity and one thing at a time matters to people, or if bouncing around, if I was working on 2 or 3 projects in a given stream, if that would be something people like or not like. Hope Bandai prints off a bunch of the option parts in the near future. I have a bunch of kits, now I need to customize them. There's a bunch on the latest order form, but there were last time too, and I don't think they got passed on, so hopefully enough orders go in that they will print this time around. Bounce around projects like that. Bounce around projects, maybe survey the crowd and see what they want to see next week. Looks like with their few kits would be fine rather than PGGPO1 saga. Okay, cool. Seems like the consensus is bounce around, so that's cool. Might see some water slides soon then, because I have tons of that stuff to do. And some of the work on this project might be a little bit each week as I get things moved through the process for painting. Or maybe I do some of that stuff off stream just to keep it moving depending on timing. I'm all about you breaking out the official Mecha Warehouse mail lid for slides. Maybe I can get a special mayo lid made, printed with the Mecha Warehouse logo, so I can sell them for water slide decals. Because ultimately I have so many like half-finished projects. I would like to get some of them completed, and a good portion, if not all, of my building time in a given week is on the streams. So it'd be nice to work on some of those projects. And part of the reason I haven't done them on stream is because when you get to detail stuff, there can often be a lot of stuff where you got to do a little bit and then wait for things to cure and dry and stuff like that. So with the community approval, I will try stuff around. Build a Pokemon kit, that'd be cool. I'd love to try doing something a little different in the near future. I'd like to do a figurized kit at some point, maybe a Star Wars kit. Kind of mix it up a little bit. I see these are two different guns. I don't know why I thought they were parts of the same gun. Is this supposed to be a detail? Looks like a nub. Well, it's going to be a nub. I'm going to take it off. You think you'll start building the P band I picked up on stream? At some point, probably. I'm trying to get all of my equipment to be able to stream my builds, custom paint tutorials, nice skids. Yeah, I definitely want to do the master grade P Bandai wing kits at some point on stream. I've got tons of stuff in my backlog too, and a lot of stuff in progress I'd like to finish up. So hopefully I can bounce around and get some of all of that stuff going. There are 30-ish MGs in my backlog. Yeah, my backlog is huge. I can't fit it in my office anymore. Like, most of it's in the attic. pick up the display nippers last stream. Oh my god, the feel and cut is so different from the cheap nippers I was using before. It just glides to the runner. Oh, it's so much different, Alex. It's totally worth it. If you especially if you build any sort of significant amount. If you're only doing a kit or two total, it might not be worth it, but good tools make a huge difference. My place, my order. Thanks, you Tater. Get anything good? I got them this week too. Definitely worth the money. I built 3 to 4 kits a week. Yeah, you're building that much. They're definitely worth getting good nippers. My backlog is huge. I have 4 large boxes, so I've got like, let's see, just here. 9, 10, 11. I've got 18 kits behind me on my shelf. I've probably got another half dozen or more in another shelf in here, and then I've got a pile and boxes up in the attic, so more kits than I can build in a reasonable amount of time, I think, unfortunately. I need to definitely start building more. Although it's been good. I've past couple Friday nights I've gotten a little bit of work on kits in during the Friday night Zooms, and a couple Sundays now I've been able to do some painting or spraying at least. I had 3 in my backlog: RG Sinju, MG, Wing Verka, and Moon Gundam. Those are good kits to have in your backlog. 2 different HD Full Armor Unicorns, L Strike Gundam custom scene base, HD Zaku ones, and double decals for my RG New Gundam. Pretty good collection there, nice. Good choices. Kits my backlog and growing. That's a serious backlog there, Viking. As long as you're building kits and you're actively making progress, I think it's all good. Given the state of how hard it is to get stuff while things are in between print runs and stuff, I think it's pretty smart to have at least a small backlog, because otherwise, the kit you want won't be there when you want it. It's just when you're not building that it can get to be a little bit painful to see it growing so much faster than you're working on it. Excited to build it. I want to do the loading last, but I need to finish up the MG I've been on for like a week now. That's garbage at first, TJ. I'm a hoarder of Leos. Right there with you, Viking. I've got a good number of Leos in my backlog between the P-Bandai variants. We had a large number of large orders for Leos this past time we had Leos in stock. I really underestimated how many I needed, and I bought a lot more than I had in the past. A lot of like people ordering like 10 Leos at a time. It's pretty crazy. I think the Bandai will do an RM version of the MG Wing EW kits like they did with the Sea Destiny. What does RM stand for? Because I see that around and I'm not even sure I understand what RM means. in that context. I want to start my first GM, but I keep telling myself to finish detailing the Xiong, then I can move on. Makes sense. The Leo orders are a good base for custom. Remastered. Okay. I want a Magnac when we get some in, Nick. I'm not sure, Corey. Definitely need more Magnacs in stock, though. I'm a fan of the Magnac. I've built a few, you could say. I built 123 kits. I started back in July last year. Wow, Tater, you have done a lot of kits. So what's remastered about them? What did they do to upgrade it or update it? Is it like a 2.0 or is it just minor tweaks, or what? What did they do? I always thought RM had something to do with the source anime or something, but I guess I was wrong. Nick is the master of the Magnacs. Yeah, I've built a few. Slight frame updates, did detailed changes in the armors. 6 RG, 3 RE100, 8 MGs, and the rest HGs. Yeah, it's a pretty sizable collection. Pretty much a 2.0, I think. 2.0s of all the Gundam wing kits would be great. Even a 1.5, especially on the wing variants. I feel like some of the other ones, like the Heavy Arms, Death Sight, Sandrock, and Shenlong, are pretty solid. But I think they did the wing first, and the wing variants first, and they definitely show their age more than the other ones, especially with the transforming and stuff. I got space, I need to move stuff around. I hear you there too. I need to figure out how to display or store more kits, more built kits. A lot of my my display case is kind of filling up. I don't know, I'm scared to build my RG Synergy. I've heard it can be a major pain. I just don't want to mess it up because it's so pretty. I just can't snap it good. I must paint and modify to build. That's cool. That's like the greatest thing about this whole hobby is the variety of ways people can enjoy it. Some people snap kits without any care in the world. Some people go to great lengths to paint and detail, and some people customize things like crazy. It's just awesome. You can kind of find something for you regardless of what you enjoy about it. No wrong answers. An MG Death Sight Hell that I built when it first came out is still solid. I just finished up mine a couple weeks ago. Plan to get those Bandai Star Wars spaceships 130 scale people in here. I plan on trying to start stocking that stuff. Got my hands on the MG Wing Gundam EW version. Still need to get the MG Wing Zero Proto, Shenlong, and Tall Geese. I think the Tall Geese is coming in soon. Some cool ones like the Slave one and Darth Vader's tie, or like Stormtroopers and C-3PO figures. Yeah, I'm planning on stocking that stuff soon. Does anyone know which MG kits came out more recently? The most recent MG, I think, is still the Wing Zero Verka. I think it's still technically the newest MG, right? I saw it in Shenlong, are slated for a June release. The 30-minute missions kit. I was thinking about getting into those. They're pretty cool. They're a great way for custom stuff. Great way to play with that stuff. How long does everyone do slides at a time? I started at the beginning of the stream and tired already. Do what you can. Space it out if it's tedious and tiring for you mentally. Don't overdo it. Where was it going here? You don't know a tip on how to do a clear spray. I just realized the glass on the HD ball is the wrong color, but I don't have any clear green at the moment. Can't really help you there. I haven't done any of that yet. All the 30-minute missions kit's great. Palette cleansers after a big MG kit. Or after a big PG. Alright, so I think this is basically done. Alright, let me do this piece real quick. Then we'll do our next attempt at the draw. Really shrink that number range too this time around. Like the party, hi everyone, hi Nick. What's up, Dennis? Sharpies are my go-to for clear parts, works perfectly. Cloud Sharpie under the clear plastic can look surprisingly well sometimes. Interesting. You built many Verkas? If so, which was your favorite build? I built the ball Verka and it was lovely and super sturdy. I actually haven't built any Verkas at this point. I probably should. Maybe that's what I should find a Verka next to work on. Maybe the next thing I add to my or take off the backlog, maybe. All right, so got the big gun, the regular gun. That's what this technically can transform or something, right? How does it transform? That's interesting. He's like upside down or something. The MG High New Verka, only a few pieces. LOL. I do have that one on my backlog. New Gundam Verka, it's a beast of kit, my favorite UC suit by far. I'm thinking of getting the size Verka, but size is an intimidating build. Definitely is. With the Polypod Ball MG, gonna have to bite the bullet and pay way over prices. I'm really glad I got one of those when I did. Those are backwards. Sorry, I'm like wicked distracted trying to build this or transform this into the, I guess that's basically that. Is that it transformed? Something like that? Interesting. For Kater at one point, got new Sosby ZZ, full armor, and Cyclozaku. Sosby is the best. Got the ZZ Verka too, I believe. I am the high new Verka as well, so my kids I want. My wallet hates me. Wing Verka, Wing is pretty good. Alright, let's figure out this next draw, because we are at that time. We still got 5 prizes. Let's really decrease that number range this time and see if we can give away some of these things. So let's pick a number this time between 1 and 150. So everyone's put a number between 1 and 150 in the chat. Or one number per person. We're doing this only for US residents, or at least we're only shipped to a US address. One number per person. Don't delete your number, try to change your number. We'll see that as an attempt to cheat. So, and yeah, we'll draw it in a little bit. So I'm gonna put this thing back while everybody is entering their numbers. Definitely think this is going to stay as the Gundam and not the flight mode. Definitely think I like the SDCS better. Chat looks like a CVS receipt. It's bound to be repeats or one number with 2 or more people. If 2 people with the same number, you'll flip a coin. Exactly. So what happens when we get more than one person? If you've got 2 people with the same number, I'll flip the coin. And if we got more than 2 with the same number, we will draw a random number between those 3 or more people. It's worked out pretty well in the past. Getting ready to call time. And we probably will have repeat numbers with this much smaller number range. One thing the SSBV has over the SDCS is the ability to go into Wave Rider mode without an expansion part set. I'm sure there's probably an advantage to this one. I like the SDCS proportions a little better, I think. For kits, like just the straight SD isn't always my favorite, but I think it'll look way better painted. All right, throwing time up in the chat. I'm gonna get on the giveaway here. So first up, Mark II Titans version is number 50. HG Seltsum is 93. SD Dionway Master Gundam is 109. The signed Mecha Warehouse poster is number 18. And our HG Zaku 2 is number 147. Let me know if we have any winners. Hopefully we got at least a couple in this round. If not, we've got some really bad luck. Thank you, G-Mang, with the post, with the numbers. All right, so what needs to be seam line removed? Did I miss something there? Ooh, I'm 109. Nice kill, Guillermo. Do we only have one winner with all that? With 105 people in here drawn against 150 numbers? Alright, so in terms of parts, these are done. Maybe I should do the beam saber too, just in case. I'll try painting a beam saber effect. Okay, so these two parts, I'll go over here. Just check the colors on these before I forget. Those will be two different colors. Reset the Thunderdome and Chainsaws. Hey, happy birthday, Mecha Warehouse. Thanks, Project D. Welcome to stream tonight. Kind of annoying there's no beam effect parts on this. I mean, it's kind of cool because I can paint it and do what I want with it, but it's hard to get the same kind of look out of bare plastic. All right. So let's check on this winner. Just got out of work, had to rush home to join in. Well, welcome, glad you made it, even if it's only for a little bit. So Guillermo's got 109. That would be the Dion Way. Master Gundam, let's see. Let's double check that win. Oh, yep, I see it. 109. So nice. Congrats, Guillermo. I've never heard you say anything of this in previous vids, but if you win, are you done for any giveaways this evening? Is that right? Just curious. We haven't had any sort of official rule on that. We've only had multiple giveaways relatively recently, though. But for now, that doesn't exclude you. Just like winning doesn't exclude you from winning next week or anything like that. So congrats, Guillermo. You know the drill. Send me a DM, email, whatever with your contact info, and we'll send that kit out. Project D, it's actually the SDBB, not the SDCS. So a little bit more old school of a kit. Just the standard SD proportions, like the opaque, unpainted beam saber blades. I use those for beam effects. What do you put on it, ESO, to paint your effects on it? I missed a few comments here. Dennis, does the Mecha Warehouse mascot have an official name? I've always wondered. Blue01 is the official name. Best way to paint them is to paint it the darker pink color than white, then overspray pink over the white. Gives it that glowing effect. I'll have to give that a try. Oh yeah, happy anniversary. Funny me and my wife's 16th anniversary is today. Nice, congrats. It's an accomplishment. 16 years. Oh, still cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool kit. I plan on painting it, so the next step here is starting the prep for paint. I don't think I will finish the prep tonight on stream, but we'll see how far we can get. Yeah, this... bunch of seam lines in here. And this might take multiple steps to get them too, so I feel like I should do this one first. Tried painting the unpainted beams with the pink Gundam marker, but always frustrated the lack of even coats. The effect parts just look so much better most of the time to me. Paint them basically how Skid said. That's about it. Cool. Well, I'll have to give that technique a try. I've never had a part that needs to be painted to be like an effect part, so it'll be fun, I think, to give that a try. Oh, shoot. I think I overshot a little bit on the glue on that one. We'll have to clean that up next time. Other option is to cut off the beam part and drill a small hole in the center of the hand and use an extra beam saber from a different kit. That'd be cool. What cement are you using? This is just the Tamiya cement. I should be using the thin cement, would be better. But I don't have any with me, which is a problem. So I'm using this one. But extra thin is should be the right answer, I think. And this might be the example why I should be using the extra thin, because of the way the cement is reacting to the parts being stuck together. Just a little bit too much squeezing out. A little better on this one. Another draw. J Punisher will do one more draw before the end here, with hopefully a much smaller range. Let's close that up. These ones I will do after. So this one I want to glue together, but I don't think I should, because I want to paint the flaps here a different color. Hate when I actually get fingerprints in the plastic when fusing seam lines with the glue. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Thankfully, if I'm not too aggressive with it, I think it will stay roughly the same, and then I might have to hit it again with the sandpaper to clean it up, but shouldn't be too bad. Lesson learned. Really need to get myself some extra thin cement. I think I know where to get it, so I'll have to get myself some. Probably about time I did. Not doing numbers yet, Rocketeer. Not doing numbers yet. You guys are gonna cause this to be all sorts of chaotic. Has anyone seen or tried the Mr. Hobby G tool? I have not seen it. What is it? Gets our 15% right now. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this as two separate pieces. As much as I'd like to have no seam line there, I think I'll just keep it rather than deal with the idea of trying to fix a seam line around a part I want to color a different color. Do only fractions or something. You don't want to repeat the drawing mistake from last week. The last time we got overzealous. We picked a ridiculous range. It caused everybody to have to do math. It was horrendous. or whoever it was saying that they didn't like the idea of having to take apart parts. It's not that bad, as you can see. I was able to get those apart without too much trouble. Just kind of loosely stick these so I keep them together until I'm ready to put them on the sticks. I'm looking at a pen sanders like Proxont or David Union. Haven't seen any of the Mr. Hobby tools. Oh, it's Mr. Hobby sells the standoff nubs or seam lines. Oh, okay. Right, so those are good to go. Okay, let's work our way up from the feet now. I think this will be a similar case. The red part of the foot here, I think, needs to get glued for seam line removal. Using a nano glass file for the nubs, it polishes the plastic to a more glossy finish than the factory plastic is, but you can use a Mr. Clean Magic Erase to dull it back out. So wondering, is Display going to release a pen sander or rotary tool? I wouldn't be surprised if they do at some point. They've got some other pretty crazy tools in the works from what I've seen. They seem to be adding to their catalog pretty quick. Alright, so separate these feet. So where is this? Anyone tried mixing clear colors? I have not. I haven't tried using any of the clear color paints like the Tamiya ones. I wonder how well those work. New clears okay. I like the L-clads. It makes an electric drill for Gunpla. The drill part comes on runners and you have to assemble it like a kit. Oh, that's interesting. Do you have the Display part vise? I don't have one, Willis. I haven't. They don't last long enough for me to grab one. I'd rather sell what we have and let people who really want them have them. I think I need to order way more next time, though. I keep adding more to how many I order. It's not enough. Okay, let's glue these real quick. that one. All right, so that one's glued. That's it for gluing for tonight. Yes, please, more vices. I want one. I think I need to ask who is looking for a vice before I place my next order and get a count and then double it or something. Nick, what tool are you using there for separating parts? I'm looking for one to get. So I'm using, this is actually a separator tool that came in the mega size RX-78. There were two of them, I think. Got another one over here. So it was a freebie tool that came in there. It works okay. I really need a better one, but it gets the job done. And I've got it, so it's better. The tool you have is better than the tool you don't have, I guess. Let me tell you all, painting 100 minis is a pain, but I got 20 or 30 done so far. Nice, Nathaniel. All right, so let's do this last draw here. We've got 4 prizes left now. We've got 100 viewers, and this is the last draw. So why don't we just pick a number this time between 1 and 100. So remember, one number per person between 1 and 100. Do not delete your number. If someone else takes it, we're going to have some duplicates for sure with this number range. Give me an opportunity to flip that coin. If we got a tie or whatever, 2 people with the same number. And remember, I'm only going to ship to US addresses going forward. So if you're not in the US, that's fine, but be prepared. You might want to have a friend you can send it to or something. These parts are pretty clean already, it looks like. He told me there'd be math. Oh, there's not a lot of math. There was a lot of math a couple weeks ago when I had to call out that ridiculous range. That was math. When the low end was not 1. That was fun. That screwed up a lot of people. Maybe I will upload this piece here. Oh no, I broke the peg. So that's the risk. I'm pulling parts apart, but I'm gluing it anyway, so love math 1 week. Instead of drawing numbers, next should give us math problems to solve. It'll be like a Bitcoin proof of work. We'll just make everybody, whoever can solve some ridiculous math problem first will win. Not really sure what that math problem should be. But we can find something worth doing. I locked down a majority of the chat for money. All right. Just called time. Do math, cries my weakness. Okay. Okay, drawing 4 numbers now. So the first one is number 66 for the HG Mark II Titans. Let's see. What's up, Nick? How's it going? What's up, Lance? As a history major, I dislike this math idea. For the HG Seltsum, it is number 96. For the poster, it's number 53. And the HG Zaku 2 is number 20. So let me know if anybody is a winner. And I will double check and we'll get that all figured out. Boss, Nick, you play any games? A little bit, not much lately. I've been kind of a little bit of a chess kick lately. I'm not sure what got me doing it. I've been like studying up and trying to get better at playing chess a little bit here and there in my free time. Last game I played before that, let's see, they are Billions. I think I played a little bit of. There was some economic RTS on Mars. I forget what that was called. Door Kickers. I'm looking forward to Door Kickers too, but I don't have a lot of time for stuff, so I don't really play a lot of games. Every once in a while something catches my eye that I have to play, and I will kind of make time for a few weeks to binge it, and then I kind of go back to normal. Sounds like Lewis and Searchlight might have had a win. Sean Riley, I feel like chess has had a resurgence. My roommate's related to chess as well recently. Plenty of chess streamers out there. There's definitely, I found out pretty soon after getting back into chess that there's a huge Twitch thing going on and YouTube with the whole chess thing. Massive pallets arrived yet? Not yet, Lance. They were supposed to arrive Wednesday. They got delayed, but I got a call Friday. They should be showing up on Monday. I'm really looking forward to them coming in. Love chess. I don't play almost daily. Nice, already. So what do we got? We got Searchlight supposedly for the poster. Xavier Cruz on the poster. Close that back up. Good. And Lewis Wong was which one? So we got 2 on the poster. Who else do we got? So I can go through this and figure out which coin flips we need to do and stuff. Feel like whoever our whoever it was it Adam, I think, usually is pretty good about checking numbers for me. Where's he tonight? I can give him permission to take the night off. Lewis Wong on 66. Is Jack. Can I search? That's what he was doing before, right? So if I search... Okay, so Lewis Wong at 66, 96. Has no winners. 53. Xavier Cruz. And Searchlight. And number 20. We've got a Jack. All right. All right, so 96 didn't have a winner, so we will roll that one over, I think, to next week. So Lewis Wong, congrats. Lewis Wong, did I say that right? I feel like my tongue got tied up there. Lewis Wong, you won the HG Mark II Titans, congrats. Jack, you've got the HG Zaku 2, congrats. You guys can both send me DMs or emails with your contact info, and we will get those kits out. And now Searchlight and Xavier Cruz, we get to do a coin flip. Let me go back to this other screen here. So Xavier and Searchlight, whoever calls it first can have heads or tails, and we will do that. We'll do that flip and draw again. What kind of birthday party is this? I'll think about it after this coin toss. If I do, I'll do it against the same numbers we already have. Okay, Xavier calls heads. So Searchlight gets tails. We'll flip this. Looks like we got heads. So congrats, Xavier. All right, let's do this. We did this last time. We had two. So Xavier, you won. So I'll let you choose, Xavier, between the poster or the HG Seltsum, and Searchlight will get the other of the two. So let me know, Xavier, which one you'd prefer, poster or the HG Seltsum. And then base came out of focus. I'm just moving so fast that it looks like I'm out of focus. Come on. I don't know why I'm out of focus. A little better, maybe? Okay, Xavier wants the kit. Okay, so Xavier gets the HG Seltsum. Searchlight, you'll get the poster. You guys can all DM or email me with your info, and I will send those out. So I think that's basically everything. Got pretty far through this. There's a few more seams I might want to do. Maybe. Actually, no, that's pretty good. So we'll see. I got a little bit more to get through this to paint it. I might. Well, I got to do another round of gluing, so we'll see where I get. But anyway, thank you all for coming by and hanging out. I had fun tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for the support over the last 2 years. It's been awesome. I'm so excited that we made it to this 2-year mark. Looking forward to another year of doing this. This whole Mecha Warehouse thing. So thank you all. And we'll see you all hopefully next time. Don't forget that sale's still good this weekend, or the Live 10 code until 11 or so. So take advantage. And I think Gumpel University is streaming tonight. So if you're looking for something to do after this, go check out his stream. Tell him I sent you. Happy anniversary, Nick. Cannot wait to see where this is in another year. Me neither, Artie. Looking forward to it. Nick, have a good weekend, everyone.